Hi there, it's Lori, and we'll continue with ways I've injured myself. So, I started, I believe, with a story about how I dropped a brick on my toe, but didn't break my toes. Yeah, no, I break my toes in totally different ways, as you've learned. So, I have another story where I dropped something on my toe, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to go back. So that was my first injury that I remember. Shortly after that, I'm not sure how long because I was really young, but sometime between the ages 5 and 6, somewhere in there, we moved to another house. And that's the house I was in all through, from kindergarten all the way, actually preschool too, 1 year of preschool, all the way up through high school. That was the house. That was my childhood home that we moved into after the brick incident. Okay, so my mom and stepdad were replacing the railing on the deck. Remember I said it? Well, you might not. This might be the first video of mine if you've seen, and if it is, welcome in. I'm a goofball, and I hurt myself because I'm accident prone. Klutz is my middle name, or should be. Anyway, Klutzy Dropper. That's my name. I drop things all the time too. All right, so they're replacing the railing. The house was what's called a raised ranch, so it's basically a one-level house, but the basement is partially raised. So part of the basement's exposed. So you did have to actually go upstairs and this really big deck on the front of the house to get to the front door. So they were replacing the railing, and me being who I was, I managed to. So it was like 3 steps and then a landing and then like 6 or 7 steps. Thankfully, this happened when I turned the corner coming down. I hit the landing, and I don't know if I stepped off the first step or the second step. Not sure. Just right off the side, face plant into a pile of rocks that were about this big. Well, I mean, I was somewhere between age 5 and 6, so they could have been smaller, but I think they were pretty decent sized rocks, definitely bigger than pebbles. Yeah, it's big old fat lip. So anytime I see somebody with lip filler, no judgment, you do your thing, but my brain immediately goes to that experience. I can't help it. That is the connection. I mean, it was the whole fat lip. Probably had a concussion then, but again, mid-70s. I don't know. Actually, my stepfather was in the National Guard, so he probably knew to check for that, actually. He probably did know first aid, because I think that is something they're required to actually know if you're in the military at all. Anyway, so he probably checked. So maybe I didn't have a concussion, but oh my God, it was huge. I didn't need stitches or anything. It didn't split. If it did split, it was very small because I don't remember bleeding a lot. Who knows? I could have broken my nose. I don't know. My nose is not, I still feel injuries here. That's another one. So I don't know. Could have broken my nose. I do remember my nose bleeding. I don't remember my dry lip bleeding, but yes, I do. I can't help it when I see mega lip filler. I'm not talking your standard stuff, but mega lip filler. Can't help it. I always think of that injury, and I'm like, ow. That's where my brain goes. Again, no judgment. Do your thing, whatever. Today's shout outs, and this is going to be a relatively short video, is not because I'm just not feeling well. So it is because I'm not feeling well. I've got some kind of cold, plus the weather is weird, and so my head said, excuse me, ma'am, you're not feeling well. All right, so my shout outs today, I'm going to start with Thrifty Crochet is the channel name. It's Rachel. Rachel started growing her channel about the same time that I did. She mostly was doing vertical lives consistently. Then she took a break over the summer. She just hit her 500 subscribers. If you don't know her, she's lovely, very sweet. I'm in part doing this on a Sunday because and why I'm grouping these 3 ladies is they're all the kind of channels that you're going to see crochet and crafting, but you could also see some devotionals. So I figured on a Sunday would make sense. So Thrifty Crocheter, maybe it's Thrifty Crocheter. I don't know. I see Thrifty and I think Rachel, so I don't remember the second part. Anyway, she'll be linked below. You can check her out. Help her get her watch hours, because I'm sure, even though she hit that 500 subscribers, I'm sure with the break in time, she's needing watch hours. So check her out. And next up is a more recent this is a practically brand new channel, is Naomi. What is her channel name? Aloha something. Aloha Naomi. It'll be linked below. Anyway, so make sure to check out the description box. She had been involved with Armchair Chef Lori's Mystery Yarn Challenge and submitting stuff, and she is somebody that Armchair Chef Lori had repeatedly encouraged to make a channel because she does really nice work. Again, if you didn't know, Armchair Chef Lori, I know, same name, just the first name, it's the same. She's the one who saw my work and totally encouraged me to make a channel. So she does that. That's what, she encourages people to make YouTube channels and support their craft through that. So Naomi is lovely, but she literally, I think she started a month ago or something like that. So she's definitely working toward more subscribers and watch hours and all that. She's probably got a long way for watch hours, but let's help her get subscribers as quickly as we can. She's very sweet. She sent me some happy mail a while back. It was the tea towel that I said was felt like the most absorbent tea towel I've ever felt, that had the puppy, and it was like a kind of Valentine's puppy love kind of thing. It was very cute. Anyway, so she's very sweet. She does lives on Sunday with the next person I'm going to talk about, and then she does videos. Does she do videos every day? I don't think she does videos every day. Anyway, she's very sweet. No, she does a couple lives a week. Sunday's the one I know consistently, but she definitely has a more consistent schedule than I'm letting on. So sorry. I should have done my research, but again, I'm not 100%. As I mentioned, the next channel, the reason I'm grouping her, I only found this lovely creator. My brain is drawing a blank. I know her first name. It is escaping me. Her channel is Crochet Therapy, which we can all agree, right? We use our crochet as therapy. She has a pretty decent sized channel, but you know crochet channels, it's especially in the summer, you can get a little bit of a lull in your watch time, so go check her out. She's also very lovely. Their lives on Sunday are a lot of fun. They usually have at least one additional guest, and that's on Naomi's channel. So it's really nice when a larger channel is going on a brand new, pretty small channel and helping them grow. It says a lot about Crochet Therapy. Why can't I think of her name? See, I have all kinds of notes. Did I write her name down? Nope. Do I remember Thrifty Crochet? Do I remember her proper channel name? No. So see the opposite problem. Anyway, Crochet Therapy. So I will be doing, if you're seeing this on Sunday, I will be doing a live Sunday night, and I am going to open this up. If you don't know what this is, it is Color Street Nails. I did do a purple sparkle overlay. That color's not really coming through. It's more orange than it totally looks peach on this camera because of the yellow tint to my lights. Anyway, they were having an amazing Labor Day sale where it was literally buy one get one of certain colors, and they had some of my absolute faves. I also got some Christmas presents in here because I asked my oldest daughter, the one with the kiddos, she loves these, so I said pick a few and they'll go in your stocking. So, and then the youngest stepdaughter, she also likes them, so I picked out a couple for her. I didn't want to bother her. She was at school when I was ordering it, Actually, no, I can't remember what the deal was. I think maybe she was working on homework. Anyway, I just picked them for her because I know what she likes. So, is there anything else I need to say? Probably, but like I said, I'll open this live tomorrow night. Real quick reminder, Camille's Creations holiday challenge is make as many gifts, things you're going to give away or whatever, gifts that you can from her 25 patterns lists or her tutorials. So I'm going to I've already made one of her beanies, but I'm not going to count that one because that was beforehand. That's going to my youngest daughter because she and I both have the little tiny heads. And she wears beanies and she works outside sometimes. She works for the Botanic Gardens here. And October, they do something called the Ghost Tours. I just blab on and on, don't I? Anyway, if you're ever in Denver in October, I do recommend, if you're at all interested in, even if it's like from a historical perspective, the ghost tours at the Denver Botanic Gardens is fascinating. Like I said, even if you're not thinking about it paranormal, but if you're into paranormal stuff, you will freaking love it. But historically, some of the history there is just messy as heck, but so interesting. Anyway, that's totally off topic. Who, me? Oh, and I'm wearing a Halloween. This is Rocky Mountain Feline Rescue. So this is where my kitties came from. It said, I purred a spell on you. And yes, that's what cats do. I wore this because my granddaughter and grandson were over. Granddaughter's 3.5. My grandson's a 1.5 years. So anyway, I just talk about stuff. All right. So I hope to see you on the live. That one will probably be short, and I'll unless I'm feeling a lot better tomorrow, which is totally possible. Sometimes I recover really quickly. Anyway, I appreciate you all. If you have a chance, I'm going to go ahead and link the video, and maybe I'll even just do a clip and then put it over on my posts. You can get a preview of what you're going to get to see on Tuesday. I sent a painting, along with some other Happy Mail, to Armchair Chef Lori. She was my last moderator that I hadn't sent her anything because, number one, if you know anything about Armchair Chef, which you may not, she might be new to you, you know she doesn't need yarn. So I was coming up with other things to send her. So I sent her some tea, and I had this painting in my head. I designed it on Canva, and then what you're going to see Tuesday for my tackle it was me actually putting the painting. I have had this painting in my head since probably April. It is currently September, and I finally just tackled it and did it. And it's just going to be a speed ups, not a tutorial. I do not know how to teach painting, but it is really fun to watch. So there's your preview for Tuesday. This is a preview for Sunday Night Live. That yarn right there is a yarn management problem I still have to figure out. Thanks though, Mindy. Mindy, CNY Woman Knits and Crochets. If you don't know her, please check her out. Everything she does on her channel, as far as I'm aware, is charity blankets for Project Linus. So she's a giver. I wish I knew more about each of these channels. They're, with the exception of Rachel, but she took that break. So anyway, they're pretty brand new to me, so I don't know their content quite as well. But I'll link her tag, everybody, down below. But yes, yeah. So if there's a missing railing, I strongly suggest you walk on the other side of the steps. All of these are brought to you by Don't Be Lori. Yep, that's what these videos are. Don't be Lori. Anyway, oh, other contests. Oh, there are so many going on. You know what? That's another reason I'm going to link Armchair Chef Lori's live, because she has all the different challenges going on, and some of them are in advance, but the two I'll mention specifically, hers. Nope, so that's 3. Hers right now, something Halloween that you can put something in. So that could be a lot of things. Basket, bag, hat. I heard somebody made a dress, because, right, you put your body in that. So something you can put something in, but Halloween themed. And then September's Tunisian challenge on Camille's Creations. And then Camille's Holiday Challenge, which I already mentioned. I've been working away, getting as much done on those as I can in between the blankets that I'm working on. So I'm trying to stay on top of it. You know what? I might work on my Bavarian stitch blanket during the live. I don't usually work on, I don't actually crochet during my lives, and I'm just going on and on again. Oh, Lord. Okay, anyway. And it was very social today. So there's, like, when I haven't been social, I get it. But anyway. I don't normally crochet on my live because I have to count so much. But this is a fiber spider, or fiber S word for Hadesha, pattern called the rectangle Bavarian stitch, because traditionally the Bavarian stitch starts with 1 square and it just stays square. With Craig is his name. He starts with two blocks in the middle. Now, if you do Crystal Bag O' Days Bavarian stitch, hers starts with 4 in the middle, so it's even more oblong, or more rectangular, or less square. Maybe that's a better way to say it. So I might actually crochet on my live. That'll be a first, or close to a first, because I honestly, I know that pattern by heart. I can just whip through it, so I just have to look at. Okay, Me, just blabbing on. All right. So those are the challenges right now that I know of. But please also check out that live that I'm going to link below. You can get a preview of the painting I made. I know a lot of you were curious because I kept teasing it and not showing you the front. And you're going to get all of the different make-alongs going on, not just for this month even. She gives you a list of upcoming October, November, and December. Maybe, oh, and even January. There's one she listed for January. So those are, you can get more make-alongs over there. So, all right, I really need to go in. I really need to go because I'm just blabbing. Thanks for coming in, and can I get an amen?